Absolutely. Here's an English video script with a similar tone and content, aiming for a runtime of approximately 13 minutes. The ancient predators, crocodiles. Crocodiles, ancient survivors from the age of dinosaurs, have roamed our planet for over 150 million years. They remain a potent symbol of power and perfect adaptation. From the serene swamps of the American South to the tropical estuaries of Asia and Australia, crocodiles still rule the shallow waters. They don't hunt with speed. They don't need to. All it takes is the perfect moment. They don't hunt because they're always hungry. They hunt because their instinct never sleeps. A crocodile's body is solid, low to the ground, and packed with muscle. It can glide silently through tall reeds or burst from still water in an instant. Some species, like the saltwater crocodile, can exert a bite force of over 3,700 psi. This is the strongest known bite force in the animal kingdom. Even the American alligator, common in the southern U.S., boasts a bite force of around 2,100 psi. It's strong enough to crush bones and turtle shells with ease. Mature crocodiles can reach lengths of over 4 meters, 13 feet, and weigh more than 360 kilograms, 800 pounds. In the wild, they can live for up to 70 years. Underwater, they can swim at speeds of up to 20 miles per hour, 32 kilometers per hour, and on land, they can achieve short bursts of 17 kilometers per hour, 10.5 miles per hour. Their eyes and nostrils are positioned high on their heads, allowing them to see and breathe while almost completely submerged. Their thick, armored skin and specialized circulatory system help them survive for long periods with little oxygen. Crocodiles can go days, or even weeks, without food, depending on the temperature, but when the moment arrives, they strike quickly and precisely. Crocodiles aren't just survivors. They are perfected nature, designed for ambush and ultimate survival in the wild. Facing the giants, elephants versus crocodiles. Elephants are among the few animals that have almost no natural predators. Thanks to their high intelligence, long memory, and strong social bonds, they sense danger quickly and are wise enough to avoid it. When lions or hyenas approach, elephants remain calm and in control. But what happens when the threat comes from a crocodile, a creature that doesn't hunt but waits, perfectly still, beneath the water's surface? In the wetlands and wide rivers of Africa and Southeast Asia, crocodiles sometimes move to ambush elephants as they drink. A sudden trumpeting can startle them, but due to their sheer size and thick skin, most adult elephants are rarely in true danger. This changes, however, when a herd must cross deep water. Below the surface, crocodiles rule with silent precision. Young elephants, weighing only 90 to 136 kilograms, 200 to 300 pounds, at birth and lacking experience, are most vulnerable in murky, low-visibility waters. The crocodile holds the advantage. Even if a mother reacts swiftly, it's not always enough. Some river crossings end with a calf quietly disappearing. Nature doesn't balance through chaos, but through stillness and selection. Yet, crocodiles don't always maintain the upper hand. There are rare moments when, after an attack, an elephant doesn't retreat to flee, but returns to confront the threat and restore the safety of its herd. In one such instance, the crocodile did not survive, leaving only silence on the muddy bank. Because sometimes, survival isn't about strength, but about memory. Speed and strategy, wild dogs and hyenas. The African wild dog is a master of ground strategy, capable of reaching speeds of up to 44 miles per hour, 70 kilometers per hour. Weighing between 50 and 70 pounds, 23 to 32 kilograms, they hunt in tightly knit packs of 6 to over 20 animals. Their strength lies in their speed, teamwork, and endurance. On the open plains, they are among the most effective hunters, but near water, the rules change. In several African reserves, crocodile attacks on wild dogs at watering holes are reported once or twice per dry season, when the pack pauses to drink. A brief moment of distraction is all it takes. A sudden lunge from below the surface, and a pack member is gone. No sound, no warning, just ripples and silence. And with that silence comes memory, a lesson the entire pack remembers. After such moments, wild dogs learn to keep more distance from the water's edge, because in the wild, not all power comes from muscle. but some from experience. The spotted hyena is one of Africa's most organized predators. A fully grown adult can weigh between 100 and 140 pounds, 45 to 64 kilograms, and can exert a bite force of up to 1,100 pounds, 500 kilograms. This is stronger than most big cats. Only the crocodile's bite is stronger. They move in large, structured clans with clear social hierarchies and don't hesitate when it comes to competition. When a carcass drifts near a river, hyenas are quick to arrive. But if the remains sink below the surface, everything changes. A crocodile, over 3 meters, 10 feet, long and up to 450 kilograms, 990 pounds, approaches silently, no splash, no sound. Sometimes, a single tug shifts the balance. Hyenas know their limits. The land belongs to them. The water belongs to someone else. Kings of their domains, lions and wildebeest. The lion, an icon of the African savanna, can weigh between 150 and 230 kilograms, 330 to 500 pounds, and has a body length of almost 3 meters, 10 feet. They rarely venture near water unless they are sure it's safe. In places like the Okavango Delta or the Serengeti, lions and crocodiles have been observed approaching the same carcass. If the prey lay near the water, the crocodile would wait patiently, observing. In some cases, it might even swim up from the river towards the lions feeding on the bank. But so far, there has never been a case where the crocodile won. Some are even driven back into the water without a single clash. And if the carcass drifts into the river, the lions won't follow. Each side knows its boundary. The crocodile dominates the water. The lion holds the land. Sometimes the tension is high, but most encounters end in silence, as if both sides understand a silent agreement between two masters of their own worlds. This is where balance comes from. No one is the strongest in every situation, and sometimes true power lies in knowing exactly when to walk away. The wildebeest is one of Africa's most migrating species. Every year, over 1.5 million of them cross the Mara River, a place of deep water, strong currents, and crocodiles waiting beneath the surface. Weighing between 180 and 270 kilograms, 400 to 600 pounds, wildebeest are an ideal target for reptiles that hunt through silence and patience. The danger isn't only during the crossing. Crocodiles also lurk along the riverbanks where wildebeest pause to drink. As the sun glints on the water, one careless step can change everything. A crocodile hidden in the mud quietly waits for a single misstep from its prey. In the murky river, as the herd presses forward, the crocodile uses its weight and powerful grip. It doesn't hunt, it waits. A small ripple on the surface, and nature decides the next step. Not every attack is successful. Most of the herd makes it across safely. But sometimes, an animal is left behind, losing the rhythm, and then instinct takes over. These moments are never loud. Often, there is only a small splash, and then silence. The river flows on as if nothing happened, but in the space where one life ends its journey, another begins, because nature wastes nothing. It transforms from one role in the grand cycle to another. For the wildebeest herd, each crossing leaves a deeper memory, etched into the instincts of survival. Resilience and respect. African buffalo. The African buffalo is one of the largest and most resilient animals on the continent. An adult can weigh between 1,100 and 2,000 pounds, 500 to 900 kilograms, with strong curved horns and a deeply defensive character. They often gather in herds of dozens to hundreds, where each individual is protected by the strength of the group. At the riverbanks, buffalo are cautious and alert, but if a calf or a single adult drifts too far from the herd, a window opens for the crocodile. In deep water, crocodiles can approach undetected beneath the muddy surface. They wait for the right moment, a sudden movement, a lapse in concentration, to make their move. Studies actually show that crocodiles are only successful in about 10 to 15% of their attempts. In rare moments when timing, terrain, and instinct align, even a giant like the buffalo can become part of nature's quiet cycle. The enduring symbol. From the still mud to the rushing river, the crocodile stands as a symbol of patience and silent precision. In a wild world where life is always in motion, Every one of its movements speaks of timeless adaptation. If you feel this journey is worth continuing, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. We'll be back with more strange and fascinating stories from the wild, where life always finds a way to surprise us. Thanks for watching and for being part of the adventure.